kind of know what you do. Christy, what do you do?
I am the Vice President of Product Management.
Oh, no.
So I lead some of our product teams.
Christy and I joke that we're two sides of the same coin.
Oh,
we're
that's cool.
partners in crime.
How do you break that up? I mean, how do you divide the products?
We own different areas.
Got it. Okay.
But when you think about Galaxy and how it all comes together,
Right.
it generally breaks down to that Christy owns a lot of the administration system of record pieces, and I own more of those user experience pieces. That's not always the case,
right?
But for the most part, that's the line.
Yeah.
How often do you talk?
A lot. Daily.
This is being recorded. However, until he claps, everything before that gets cut.
Yeah.
Depends on how juicy it is.
No. Let me tell you about this guy.
I think we're in constant.
Yeah, if we're not in meetings together, we're slacking or Teams chat. It's every day.
Or we're slacking on the side of meetings.
During meetings.
During meetings. Will this person shut the...
Eye rolls.
Yeah.
All right, so we have 9 to 9:45, which means that we have 20-something minutes, whatever. Hey, Christy, you are our next interview.
We combined...
Oh, I love y'all. Thank you so much.
I think we should get everybody to do that.
Oh, my God.
Well, you were supposed to have us together, and then we couldn't get our schedules
are crazy.
Somehow align. And then so when they moved me, I was like, I think this is actually a time she could do.
We walked in with Anna. So we came over. She saw us Sherpa there bringing all this crap with us.
Yeah.
And we were talking about this is actual work for y'all. This isn't a vacation. Okay, I'm going to Vegas for 4 days. No. From the analyst event or customer event all the way through, this is probably the hardest you're going to work. And,
we're a little busy.
Couple weeks.
Oh, yeah. My husband last week, he was like, I have kid gloves on you this week. Basically, he's like, I just know that I'm just going to leave you here and
Good man.
you
Good man. Solid citizen.
Yeah. Yep.
Every time I come home from a long trip, I do the same thing, especially when the kids were younger. I'm like, you just go be somewhere. Go watch reality TV or just disconnect.
Yeah.
Sleep. I got the kids.
Decompress a little bit.
Yeah. Some of that is, and it's I worked too. But it's different with kids.
It's different.
Yeah.
It's just a different, especially when, again, mine are older now, so it's not near as...
Mine too.
not near as traumatic, but back when they were really tiny, yeah.
And I'm in the thick of it still, so there's
yeah. No.
Yeah, but you don't get a break when you get home.
That's a good man right there.
No,
that is a good man. You should just be able to go to a hotel. Come in and just go to the Four Seasons.
Be peace out.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to go to the spa. I like the people that actually schedule the extra day, like Jen did this, but I've done this at HR Tech for years, is I schedule the day after to go home and I go to the spa.
Oh, so I have the red eye tonight, and when I checked out, I asked the desk, I was like, can I have a pool pass for when this ends? Just my flight's not till 11 something, so what am I going to do?
A little downtime.
Yeah.
He's in Philly. You're in New York?
Yeah, New York City.
Yeah.
Christy's in New York also.
But
oh my God.
The other side in New York.
Other side.
I'm in Western New York.
Oh,
so
yeah.
2 different sides of the group, 2 different sides of New York.
I like all this.
Yeah.
Whereabouts? What's
Rochester.
Oh, my God. That's where Paychex is.
Paychex.
Yeah, I went to a speakeasy in Rochester.
Oh, did you?
Oh, it's dope. Seriously.
There are a lot of Cornerstone employees who used to work at Paychex.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah, the people at Paychex, they're super nice. I mean, it's a big company and all that other stuff, but the people, when you get to Rochester, the fact that you've come to Rochester is a big deal, especially from Texas.
Yeah.
They're like, we're sorry it's so far away. It's it's a flight. I'm good. I've been around the world.
Go in January.
I've done that. It was February. It was February.
You don't need to do that.
And of course, I'm looking at the, flight being delayed, ice, this, that, and the other. I'm like, you know what? I did it the day early. So I'm like, I don't care. We'll be there. I'll get there whenever I get there.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I have luggage.
Yep.
All right. So what would y'all like to talk about?
It's up to you.
Yep. Well, let's make sure it is up to us.
Yeah. They have the practitioner corner.
Oh, that's boring.
Yeah.
I think Jen sent us something about our career
journey
or something.
Yeah.
But you guys choose your own adventure.
I like that. Cool. Practitioner Corner is good. How did you get into this bit?
Yeah, we can start there and see where we go.
Okay. Right. So what we'll do is we'll start with introductions, what you're doing now, and then we'll go back for both of you. We'll just go back and forth. Go back to like college or high school as a dream, what we were trying to do, and then move forward.
Sure.
Huh.
Cool. And y'all need to be out by...
I have a customer meeting at 10, so if I could get out at 9:50.
Okay.
To just get there, because it will take
25 minutes.
So long to get there.
Okay. So 9:50.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm flexible. I'm good till 11:30.
Okay. All right.
So we'll start it at 6 and then we'll go.
Yeah.
No.
That's for the producers. That has nothing to do with us. All right, let's do some introductions. Anna, would you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Anna Goldberg. I'm a Senior Director of Product at Cornerstone On Demand. I oversee our core experiences, which means our learning experience, talent marketplace, user-focused skills, mobile, and guide products. And I've been at Cornerstone for about 8 years.
Hey, Chris.
My name is Christy Willix, VP of Product at Cornerstone On Demand. I own all of our products around learning, performance, succession comp, CHR,
talent management. Oh my God, bless you. Yes. Oh my God, did I interrupt? I'm sorry.
No. I've been at Cornerstone for about 2 years, sum total prior to that.
Oh yeah. That's a good pickup. Good for them. Yeah. That's super excellent. I love that. So Anna was telling us this morning that she started in customer support.
I was a CSM actually first. So I was a customer first for a U.S. nonprofit, and I implemented Cornerstone, helped roll it out, did all the change management for learning and performance, and then came over to the dark side.
It's not the dark side. This is the light side.
The light
There's
side.
other folks are the dark side.
Love the product so much that I was like, hey, I love teaching people like within my org how to use it. And I wanted to just get to know how other companies were using it. So it was like from a place of curiosity. Like I see how we're doing it. I want to learn what it means to other people to use it. And so I became a CSM, and I was a CSM for 4 years. And then Cornerstone had this they don't have this anymore, but we had this role that was a field product manager.
Right.
And so your role was like to go talk to field facing folks and bring those requirements, or go talk to customers and bring those requirements back to the product team to incorporate them into the product. So that was my role for a little bit. And then there was a opening in the performance team. And so I was serving as like both a field PM for performance, but then also taking a more solid space in the performance product. And from there, I just grew into leading the performance product, and then am now on this team. Well, I was helping with the Galaxy initiative, and now I'm leading those core experiences.
How'd you get to sum total, Christy?
I actually started with a small, a small startup organization in Rochester, which was a training management system company at the time. It was really, really long time ago. I was in marketing at the time, and I had a really great mentor that brought me over and said, Christy, you need to be in sales. So I got to product via sales. I've always been on the vendor side, but I have had an opportunity to work with amazing customers throughout my career. I spent probably the first half of my career in sales, and then I decided that I really liked the technology aspect of it. So I went over and led our sales engineering group for quite a while. I think what I love about that, it was really being able to sit down with the customers, understand their challenges, and figure out how to problem solve with them.
Right.
And then really had this awesome opportunity to move over to product where I actually got to solve the problems and fill the gaps that our customers were finding.
Yeah, because it's one thing to then say what the problems are. It's quite another than like fix the problems.
Yes.
It's easy to say what the problems are.
Exactly.
Yeah. I used to call that observational when people would say, it's like, I can point and say what's wrong. That doesn't help me.
Yeah.
I know what's wrong. How do you fix it? Give me a solution.
Exactly. I think that's what I like about this role the most is we actually get to fix those problems that our customers are bringing to us.
The customers, and Brian, I know you got a couple of questions. So the customers, what's fantastic about getting stuff from them is about, and y'all correct me to the right numbers, but about half of it is for them specifically, and half of it you could use for all your customers.
Of course. Yeah.
Right? Like there's some nuggets in there that are like very specific to their little thing that needs to be fixed. But half of it, you're like, oh, yeah, no, that can go across industries. Like, yeah, we need to do that.
Well, what we tried to do, too, is like harmonize the use cases a little bit.
Right.
So like when you have that special flower, as I call it, that will come to you and be like, hey, this is the exact thing that I need to solve for. I always am like, okay, what's the least common denominator among you and other customers that we can solve for that will benefit everyone?
Right.
So that we're not just putting something out that fits one use case. There's this great like product story when you think about jobs to be done with the Big Gulp cup. So originally when they made the Big Gulp cup, it was too big to fit into a cup holder.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right. And so then they had to redesign it to make it skinnier on the bottom and bigger at the top so it's fit in the cup holder.
Right.
So when you design it just for one use case, you're not going to meet the need of all.
Right.
But you have to think about who you're serving.
It's almost kind of a parallel to least common denominator.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Big gulps were probably too big for humans as well.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Big gulps in Texas took on a new meaning. It was like a mini keg.
Yeah. They're big.
It's like at Parks and Rec where they have the like, what is it? Like something burger where they have like the really big one.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's insane. In Texas, because it's been a bit forever, and then people take it on as a bit. It's like our shot glasses are like 32 ounce. Like it's become
a beer, not a shot.
Oh, and like Whataburger is a restaurant, or it's a fast food chain in Texas.
Very good.
Their small is 32 ounce.
Oh my God.
If you have a drink, whatever it is, water, tea, whatever you have, small. You know, a small, whatever, 32 ounces.
Texas size.
That is not small. There's nothing small about 32 ounces of whatever.
No, there's not. Anna, let's go back a little.
Sure.
Coming out of college, what was the dream?
There was a dream?
Did you have a dream?
So I have a
museum curator.
No, but close. I actually joined the Peace Corps out of college.
Oh, dope.
And I served for 27 months in the Philippines. It's weirdly where I met my husband.
The PI.
Yeah.
Very nice.
I was a environmental studies and political science major in college. So thank you for classifying me in that bucket.
No.
And so I was really focused on sustainable development, and that's what I thought I wanted to do.
Right.
And I had studied abroad in India, and I was focused when I studied abroad there, like very much on nonprofits that were doing environmental education. Good. Always focused on how to educate. Always around education and how to focus on sort of adult education for communities on how to help folks who were in resource-constrained areas.
Making the world better.
Ideally, yes. Ish. And so I joined the Peace Corps out of college. I was assigned to the Philippines. I was assigned to a super small coastal community in like literally the middle of the Philippines. It was like a 10-hour overnight ferry ride to get there.
Philippines is made up of how many islands?
7,100 islands.
That's a lot of islands.
Yeah. Most people don't. And a lot of them are uninhabitable, but most people think it's just Manila.
No, yeah. So I was in the middle of the country in a small province full of islands and living with the fisherfolk community. And we were totally focused on coastal resource management, environmental education based on preserving fisheries. My now husband was doing the same thing in the community next door. And I joked that we were the only two Americans on our islands who were like stuck with each other. And that's how we ended up with
We've got to make it work out.
Like for life, we're now together.
Sorry. You're forced with me.
Yeah. It worked. But so I was doing environmental education there, really focused on community education with fisherfolk. It actually applies to tech a little bit, where I was this smallish American woman there. And there's a culture of machismo also.
Yes.
And so I was like, and all the fishermen are men, pretty much.
100%.
And so I was having to do a lot of sort of like change.
Women's work.
Influencing through change, actually, from the back, and facilitation and all these things, and like figuring out the problems they need to solve and bringing it to the forefront. And when, this is going to age me, but when I got into the Peace Corps, it was 2008. And so I was over there, and the first thing someone asked me was, why are you doing this here when your economy just crashed in the US?
100%. Wow. Good question.
And I was like, great question.
That's why
that means you're sustainable. Your company's your country's imploding right now.
How dare you call it come with your colonization on us when you were like having an issue too?
I think that's fair.
And that changed my perspective of when I got out. What I was thinking about, how do I apply that back to the U.S.? But it was always about, I never thought about being in tech. I always wanted to do sustainable development or community-based work.
Right.
But I always was focused on adult education. Always. Like how you can educate others. And that's actually how I went. After the Philippines, I went to a job where I started getting introduced to Cornerstone. It was a great nonprofit in the U.S. called Year Up, which does workforce development and does internships with folks who don't have high school diplomas. They earn credits, college credits, and they go do internships at Fortune 500 companies.
Oh,
and so like you sort of like work with these and mentor these students on how to sort of live and be in the corporate world, which a lot of times coming from their communities, they would have no way of really knowing. Things like how to hold a glass and a plate and shake someone's hand at the same time.
Right.
Or like how to write an email the right way, all these things. And again, through that adult education lens, that's also how I got introduced into Cornerstone. But through that, I realized that where people learn and grow and develop and can really have an impact on their career in the United States is through work.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of those opportunities come. And so that's how I became sort of a Cornerstone evangelist.
So I spent some time in the PI, and one of the things that was fascinating is they've been conquered 4 times. Right? So Spain, Japan, China, and us, technically. And if you're Filipino, you can have a last name that's Spanish, Japanese, Chinese, or American, and you're Filipino. So they've gotten over the hump of differently than we've addressed in the United States, like you're Asian American or Japanese American or African American or this, that, and the other. You're just American. Whereas it was really fascinating for me to learn. They're like, no, you're Filipino. Whether or not you're Spanish, have a Spanish influence or Japanese or English or that or whatever, doesn't matter. You're Filipino. That was one fascinating. Second was, did you ever make it to the north, to Baguio?
It's gorgeous.
The rice terraces.
It's beautiful.
Seriously, it's one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life.
There's like a weaver in Baguio who makes these like duffel bags, and my husband and I still use them
100%.
Years later for everything. All our little trips.
Do you do it over email or does he have a site?
The
weaver.
No, like we bought it there.
Oh, yeah.
And we still have these bags, like, I don't know, 20, whatever, how many years later that we use everywhere.
I got 10 suits made when I was there.
Terrible.
Yeah. Because, I mean, first of all, it was great because I just came in with a design and literally like a photocopy of something at Neiman Marcus. And the designer was like, yeah, not a problem. Let me get your measurements. Boom. Christy, your, I would say origin story, but like going back to high school or college, like what did you want to do?
Yeah, I actually started out thinking that I wanted to be a psychologist. That's where I was headed. I went to school for psychology, but I had a deep love for technology at the same time.
Yeah.
I actually was battling between psychology or computer science, and the maths kind of scared me with computer science.
100%.
That was my same path.
As it should. As it should. Yeah.
So I actually started down the path. I went through graduate school and started my psychology graduate education with that. And partway through, I just like started to really question that choice. I'm like, I don't know if this is for me. I wasn't really feeling it. So
did the psychologist in you get inside your own head?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think, I was given an opportunity to join the company that I was in, and I started to find like it was a really good marriage between understanding people and how they tech, and then how technology can support that process.
Right.
And the more I worked in this industry, I really just fell in love with the space. I mean, I've had an opportunity to move into other industries and other companies, and I just fell in love with the space and the impact of what we do. And
touch work.
I mean, the minute I had
everything.
A customer tell me that, you know what, Christy, if your software goes down, our planes don't fly, that's pretty impactful.
Wow. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. And touching work touches everybody. Yeah, I love that. So best career advice you ever got?
I think the best career advice I ever got, which was don't be afraid to take opportunities for things that you don't know how to do. And I think that is really how I've tried to live my career. I mean, I have not stayed on one path, right? I've been through sales, I've been through partner work, I've been through sales engineering, I've been through consulting work. And every time I've offered an opportunity, I'm like, I have no idea how to do that job, but I'm just going to figure it out.
Going to do it.
That's what I love about that. Not it's confidence, self-confidence, but it's you trust yourself to figure it out. Like somebody pitches an idea and says, you know what you should do? And you take it on and you're like, no idea. Well, you know what? I'll figure it out.
I think you just can't be afraid to fail.
Right. No. And then, you know this, I can't remember the psychologist, but you're either afraid to fail or afraid to succeed. So fear of success or fear of failure.
Correct.
It's one of those drivers. And I've always been a fear of, not of failure. I've been a fear of success. Like, what would success do to me to change me?
Okay.
So anyhow, everybody's got something.
Yeah.
So what's career advice for you?
I don't know. I'm challenged by the question. But I think lately I've been given advice to and really working to always assume good intent in others. And that's how you build relationships and succeed in an organization, is by being that person that assumes good intent.
It's good advice because it's not always easy to do.
It's very hard.
No, it's easy to live in toxic land.
Yeah, because you just take it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you get used to Brad saying inappropriate things. It's like, all right, well, it is what Brad's Brad.
Well, also
whatever.
In our world in particular, I think everyone's always working through what's best for the employee or what's best for the customer. And you just might come at it from different angles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think we've been challenged a lot lately sometimes to do that. And it's one of those things where if you do it and people expect you to do it, I think doors open for you because you'll be seen as a good partner within the organization.
Correct.
Chrissy, what's one skill you picked up along the way that if you didn't pick up, you wouldn't be able to lead without today?
Ooh.
It's a really good question.
Especially with talking about skills a lot. Yeah. Here we go.
I don't know if I would call it a skill or a trait, but I think it's transparency. I think anytime that I've had leaders that I felt were not great leaders, they were not always honest and transparent.
Right.
So that is definitely something I've tried really hard to be sure. Anytime I'm communicating with my team or my partners, my coworkers, it's always in transparent honesty, even if it's not comfortable.
Yeah. I posted on LinkedIn about that last night, about the executive leadership team being a really good blend of vulnerable in a good way.
Yeah.
And having a bold vision. And being transparent, being that, like, okay, we know what we know, we don't know what we don't know. By the way, we're going to go in this direction. We're going to find out what's around the corner. You know, like that's not always the case when you go to analyst events, I can tell you.
Yep. Yeah.
You usually kind of get, this is the world. It's going to look like this. It's very, very finite and very definite. It's like, come on now. Yeah. We're adults. You can actually talk to us. You can tell us the truth. You have no idea.
What you really think.
So the relationship between product, sales, customers, and marketing. So let's take the four of those. If they're pillars, I would assume that you sit in the middle of those four.
Yeah.
Probably support somewhere around there too, right? So you're getting data from a lot of different places. Marketing's telling you something, sales is telling you something, customers are telling you something. How do you prioritize and factor in what's noise?
Well, I think at Cornerstone, we've tried to adopt a philosophy, which we call our 4-in-a-box philosophy, which really is a equal partnership between product, engineering, design, and portfolio marketing or marketing.
Got it.
So I think we look at on every level, whether you're at our CPO level or enterprise level or our individual contributor level, there's always a 4-in-a-box at every level.
Oh, I love that. That's cool. You think now?
Yeah, it's 100%.
What she said.
So I know we're coming up on time.
Yeah.
So I one final question on my side. I'll start with you, Anna. What would your older self, you today, tell your younger self as a child?
Oof.
Take the opportunities. I was actually just talking about this with a colleague here, that especially there are opportunities that present themselves to you within your work life, and you can either like choose to be like, no, I'm okay, or you can take them and push them in the direction you think that they want to go. And finding them it's unclear when they exist sometimes.
Right.
I'll give an example. Like when our CEO joined, he was getting to know the products and he was doing interviews, and I had the opportunity to present to him about our performance product and the market space it's in and where I see growth coming in. And that opportunity set me up for success, I think, in the organization because it gave me visibility. I was able to present to him basically one-on-one for like an hour. And I was lucky to get that opportunity. But if it's the way you handle it once you get it and how you deliver it, and knowing that it's an opportunity for you to set you up for success and seizing those when they happen.
I just saw a thing on this last night, actually, and it was a bit on actors and auditioning. And auditioning is like the worst ever for most actors. Like, they hate it. But the advice that was given was, don't think of it as an audition. Think of it as a 3-minute play. And just do your bit. Don't think about them. Think about yourself.
Right.
And if you think about yourself and you just do your 3-minute bit, whatever they think doesn't matter. And it becomes fun.
Yeah.
So, sorry, same Ryan's
same question. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really great question. I think the advice I would give my young self is to believe in yourself even when others don't.
Oof.
And I can give an example. I mean, I think I've had to face this a couple of times or many times in my career, but early on, as a female in a high-tech world.
I was about to ask about a gender question there.
Yeah,
go ahead.
in a high-tech world, I was in a sales role at the time.
Yeah.
And I was working on a giant account, and I won't say the name of the customer, but I was working on a giant account and is getting ready for the on-site presentation, and I was going to lead it. And I actually had a rep inside of the customer come to me and say, you know what, Christy, this is a very male-dominated company, and we think you should have a male do the presentation.
Oh, hell no.
And I went to my boss and I said, no.
No, sorry.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
They can be whoever they want to be.
So I pushed forward. I did the presentation, and I had the guy come up to me afterwards. He said, you know, little lady, you did all right.
Wow.
Oh.
We did win the deal. So I'll talk more for that. But
that's what matters. And hopefully those people are on the path of leaving.
It was a long time ago. So.
Yeah. Good. Last question for me. We're a year from now. We're at Spark again. What are we talking about? And as it relates to product, what are we talking? What's the theme? Because we were at Connect last year, as y'all were, and it was really more or less about agility, like getting people into the mindset of like, okay, like you got to move faster than you used to move. There's that, and skills. And this one's definitely more about skills and Galaxy and, all the things that are cool, platform, etc. What are we talking about next year?
I'm very curious to hear what you say, but I think we're going to say we sometimes have the same one mind. Yeah. I think it will be a lot more about native and adaptive experiences to drive learning and development forward, and more agentic workflows that are so seamless that you don't know that they're happening.
Right.
Agreed.
But I really see that we have this huge opportunity to push forward learning and development and how learning works at work. It's not only making lives of admins easier, but it's also making the lives of the people who are trying to learn and grow at work easier as well. And that just doesn't necessarily mean a chatbot, right? It means putting things in front of you that you will consume because we know they're the right thing for you. And I think moving towards that more seamless sort of, I said agentic, but also adaptive learning and growing workflows is where we're headed next.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely agree with that. I think a year from now, at least I hope, and our goal would be that we continue to bring new innovation into the Galaxy messaging. And we think about how that serves the wide variety of customers that Cornerstone has. And something that I think I've been pretty passionate about is like, we have so many of our customers that have their user bases taking training because they have to, right? It's standard. But I think we can evolve beyond that and really capture that passive learner while they're there. And as Anna said, using new technology, giving them bite-sized, consumable, very personalized views into that, and having new technology that's going to serve that better.
I think the agentic AI, it's like the internet. When we first started interacting with the internet, we would tell people the internet or www. Whatever the bit was. When we stop saying agentic, we know that we've made it.
We've arrived.
Yeah.
We've arrived. At that point, it's like we don't have to say it. We don't have to say the bit.
I think one thing Christy said that was really important is the persona piece.
There's only one thing?
There's many things, but the one thing I don't double click on a million times or a million click on is the persona piece. So one thing that we've been really focused on, you saw it actually in the keynotes too, right? Is this idea of the personas that are coming back and forth. And we always assume that we're doing this for like the learner or the manager. But the thing that Christy and I are really focused on now is thinking about different types of persona within the learner or within the manager.
Oh, cool.
And so many different kinds.
There's so many different people that we serve, and not just thinking about, okay, what's the learner experience? No. It's like, what's the passive learner experience? What's the learner who's really interested in growing? What is this?
Learning
like
differences, learning styles, all that. They're all at different curves.
Right. And I think
different needs.
That individual at the center is what will differentiate us, because we'll be able to support the different types of learners or employees that will come about.
I love what you just added with the needs, because they could be at anywhere of those things, and they have different needs. And if we shape ourselves around their needs, then we have a chance of the uptick of learning.
Yeah.
Ryan, you got anything else?
No, I think we've got enough here. We did it.
Anna and Christy, thank you so much. We know how busy this event is for y'all. So thank you so much stopping by and hanging out with us.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
And we're out.
And you got places to move.
So, Anna, you said you'd be somewhere at 10, right?
Yeah.